So Mr. Sarthak, in questions like these, a shopkeeper sells a laptop for 18,000. Now what you need to understand is that the SP is 18,000. Are we okay till here? Mr. Sarthak?
Yes, sir.
There's a loss of 10%. For what price should he have sold to gain a 9% profit? Now, in all these questions, basically what you require is the cost price. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Because once you know the cost price, from the first line, if you are able from the first line, basically from this information, the first line which is written, you should be able to derive the cost price. Once you are able to get the cost price, then whatever is the cost price, then you can put a 9% profit on the cost price. And then you can find the selling price. Is it making sense, Arthur?
Yes, sir.
So our agenda is find the cost price. Have you understood till here?
Yes, sir.
So once I am able to get the cost price, then my life becomes easier. Because whatever cost price I have, then I will put the loss and I will find the profit. So I hope till here it should be fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Now, see, what I'll say is, let the cost price be 100. Now, in the first instance, the loss is 10%. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, the selling price is it. So, okay, let me calculate the loss first. So, what will be the loss in terms of rupees? This was the loss in terms of percentage. Now I want the loss in terms of rupees. The loss would be 10% of 100. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And therefore the selling price would be the cost price minus the loss, which will be rupees 90. Is it making sense till here?
No, sir. I got confused.
Okay. What is the confusion? What is your confusion?
So I didn't understand why instead of 100 we didn't use a variable.
You bought something for 100 rupees. You are selling it for 90 rupees. Will there be a profit or a loss?
So loss.
Loss. How much loss?
10 rupees.
And that is what I have mentioned.
Okay, sir.
Are you able to relate the things?
Yes, sir.
See, usually students like formulas. The basic formula that we are using is that selling price is cost price minus loss. So whatever is your cost price, you subtract the loss from it, you will get the selling price. Is it okay till here?
Yes, sir.
Now what we have reduced is, what is the information that we have got? We have said if the selling price is 90 rupees, the cost price is, Mr. Sarthak?
So 100.
Is there any doubt till here?
No, sir.
Now, if the selling price is 1 rupee, the cost price would be 100 upon 90, unitary method. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Unitary method. If the selling price is, now the actual price, selling price of the shopkeeper is 18,000. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, the CP would be 100 upon 90 into 18,000. Is it making sense or not?
Yes, sir.
So, the cost price of the laptop is 20,000. Is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
Now let us check whether this answer is correct or not. You might have a doubt whether this answer is correct or not. So let us apply basic logic to understand whether this is making sense or not. So the cost price of the laptop is rupees 20,000. The loss is 10%. This loss, the loss would be 10% of 20,000. So in terms of rupees, the loss is rupees 2,000. Sarthak, is it making sense or not?
Yes, sir.
And therefore the selling price would be cost price minus the loss, which will be 18,000, and which is correct. Sarthak, are we getting confused?
No, sir, understood.
So these are the standard questions. This is how they are done. You just basically what I'm trying to tell you is that you can just cram that this is how these questions are done.
Okay, sir.
Now this is half the question. We haven't completed the question yet. So basically, I'll tell you again. I'll repeat how these questions are done. In all these questions, you assume the cost price to be something. In terms of this cost price, you find the selling price. Have you understood step number 1?
Yes, sir.
So this is step number 1. And then you use the unitary method. You use the unitary method to find the cost price. This is how these questions are always done, Mr. Sarthak.
Yes, I understood.
Basically, this is a template that you need to follow always. This is the step 1 of the template. Assume the cost price to be 100. This is the second step in the template. Using unitary method to find the cost price. Are we okay till here?
Yes, sir.
Now, once you have found the cost price is 20,000. Now, this is step number 3 of the template. What is done in the step number 3? Whatever is written in the line, in the second line. So, in the second line of this question, Sarthak, what is written?
For what price should he have sold to get 9% profit?
So, to find 9% profit, what I need to do, this profit 9% would be 9% of the cost price of 20,000. Loss, profit, both are percent of CP. Any doubt, Mr. Sarthak?
No, sir.
So the profit basically what he requires is 1,800. Now this profit has to be added to the cost price. Mr. Sarthak, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Only then, see, this is the cost price. This is the profit. Only when we add the profit to the cost price. So basically what I'm saying is see, basically what you need to understand is using common sense. Do not try to use or do not try to cram the formulas. Basically, using common sense, what you should understand is you will have a profit if and only if your selling price is greater than cost price. You will have a loss if your selling price is less than cost price. Sarthak, agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
So my selling price, for finding the selling price, my profit has to be added to the cost price. The cost price 20,000 plus 1,800. So this will be 21,800. Mr. Sarthak, any doubt?
No, sir.
So the template is step 1. assume cost price to be 100. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Step number 2. Use unitary method. Use unitary method to find, what will we find, Sarthak?
So to find the cost price.
Cost price. Shabash. And what is step number 3?
So we have to use the CP to find the SP.
These are the steps which have to be followed always. These are standard questions. This is how they are done. Mr. Sarthak, any doubt?
No, sir.
Mr. Sarthak, all these questions you are doing. So someday you might want to give MBA. That MBA can be, you can give the Indian MBA, that which is CAT, or you might give GMAT, which is for US universities. So all these are standard questions which are asked again and again in all the competitions. In all the competitions, this is a simple arithmetic questions, arithmetic basic. You can call this commercial maths. These are basic questions which are asked, and this is a standard formula. This is a standard formula for doing these kind of questions. Mr. Sarthak, any doubts still?
No, sir.
You want to do more questions like these?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll send you the scan once again.
Okay, sir.